Morning, y'all. Had to turn the heat on in the house, so now my allergies is janky. Shouldn't have held it in. So I'm doing a special video. As I said, I'm gonna do a couple different things differently. This is a custom video for a homie of mine. He wants to start getting into the podcasting thing. Sometimes he does commentary with me on my other channel. We get on there, we talk SHI, politics, tech tangibles, all of that. If y'all heard it, y'all heard it. We ain't politically correct at all. We don't believe in that. The hell with censorship. We don't. We never have. Can you imagine back in can you imagine back in the 90s when we was in high school, man, the stuff we was saying and doing, man? It wasn't no damn censorship. Censor what? Censor what? So now you could be mindful too about things. You could still be mindful. So now he was asking me, what's the easiest way? Because this ain't a technical dude. Smart guy, but he's just not into tech. And I told him, I said, well, if you gonna have me do a lot of the editing and stuff like that, and you just want me to just edit the audio, take the breaths out, do whatever, okay, that'll be easy for me to do. Because he want to do a couple shows a month. And he said, hopefully you use logic and perspective today. That's hilarious. Well, I'm gonna give you some logic, brother, and some perspective right now. So now, if you're gonna go live and you want to use something like Podbean is for distribution. So you can record something and upload it, or you can just go live like we've been doing, or you can use StreamYard like we tried when we did that wrestling thing. StreamYard is mainly for like video, but if he's just doing audio, you may not need StreamYard. That's for somebody that just want to get that little Maonocaster Pro for 50 bucks, get the $100 mic, plug it into your laptop, and go to work. And you can invite people and record, things off of StreamYard. Like, let's say, you have a program or you want to do a reaction or whatever the case may be. But StreamYard will charge you like 30 bucks or so a month. Which ain't bad, but they'll give you a lot more features than the free version. Otherwise, if you're just gonna do video from time to time to give you 5 hours free, go ahead and just get the StreamYard. You can get that, you ain't gotta pay for that. And then you get the Maonocast, or the Mono thing, the G1 Pro, or the G1, the little $50 Amazon thing, I'm gonna post it. You could get that and plug up your mic, plug it up to the laptop, and go to work. And when you're done, you could export whatever you record off of StreamYard. That's for video, so it's gonna take a whole lot more, to edit and stuff like that. Video always takes long. But if you're just doing audio and you want the highest quality sound, you wanna probably get the RØDECaster. I got the old school one. I don't wanna upgrade. Mine broke. So I bought the Maonocaster thing for $50 because that's, I do a lot of videos now. But you could get the new RØDECaster Duo. That was like $500. That'll do everything you need to do for the highest quality sound, and you can record your voice because you're just doing audio now. Record that right into the to that podcast machine, and it just give me the chip, and I pick it up or whatever, and then we just export the audio, and then I edit it and I get it back to you. Whether I email it to you, well, it's gonna be kind of a bigger file or whatever. Audio will be smaller than video. You could do it that way. So that unit's gonna cost you $500, the microphone $100 bucks, the little memory chip, you get one of those for maybe like 30, 40 bucks at the most, and you can rock with that. Now, if you don't wanna use a laptop at all, I like to plug on my laptop and play sounds. So if I'm playing audio sounds from the laptop on YouTube, that'll be recorded into the podcast machine. Very, very easy to use. You could do that. I recommend you get another little cheap laptop, but you don't have to. If you just want to play YouTube, you could use the tablet that you already have, brother. And then we could just hook up the output of the tablet. We could hook that up, or I think you could do it through Bluetooth, but that's one way you could do it. You could just take your tablet, and if you're just playing stuff, you got the internet at home and you just want to play the audio, you can play it from your tablet. You don't have to get a laptop for that. But if you plan on editing it yourself and exporting it yourself, you're not going to want to export that to a tablet. you want to export the audio files to a laptop. Unless you're just solely gonna make sure that you just give me the little the memory chip, and then I take the chip and then load it up into my computer and export it and do all the audio. That's one way you could do it. That might be easiest. But if you want to do any editing yourself, I say get a laptop, and it ain't gotta cost a whole lot. We can find you a laptop with high RAM and stuff like that, maybe a Micro Center or something for $500. I wouldn't go to Best Buy or go to none of those places. Best Buy gonna tax you. We go to Micro Center. We'll go together. You know what I'm saying? That's how we do that. We'll go together, and then I'll pick something out, and then I'll make those folks give you, you know what I'm saying, something good, and then, you know, we can upgrade the RAM. You know, if you're going to go that route. If you're dealing with video, man, video is a different ball game because you want as much processing power as you can. You may not want to start off with that. You may want to just build your channel with the audio. People like video, but if you're gonna do a lot of editing with video, video is a pain, and that's why people charge a lot to do video, because it's a pain because it takes a long time. But if you want to do it, you can do it. You can export it. But if you're doing audio and you're gonna live stream and you just want to use StreamYard or Podbean just to get the audio, you want to get a Podbean subscription anyway, so you could upload your stuff when it's done. When you're done with the audio, you could upload it, and then you can just have it direct, you know, set up to your channel. So it's going to be a multifaceted process to get you up. It's not going to take a long time, but you know, we could easily get you up and running. So I'm going to use my little AI, my brother Chat, that you be clowning me about all the time, and I'm going to give you a list. As you said send me that list, and I want y'all to understand too, you know, I've known this brother for a very, very long time. So, you know, when you guys hear sometimes when we send these texts, or when he, you know, sometimes I get texts from people or I get emails and stuff like that, and they be trolling me. Yeah, my homies troll me a lot. They be sending me all kind of little stuff and videos and all kind of stuff, and yeah, and you hear me responding to it. That's what I'm responding to. I'm responding to them troll me. They be trolling the shit out of me, and it's funny and it's hilarious, and I use it for content. I absolutely do. So I've known this guy for a long time. He's the one that's been giving me some of the insight. Like I said, I'm expanding the channel. He's giving me insight on a lot. Let me cut this off. I don't need to waste no gas. He's giving me insight on a lot of different things in regard to this internet. Like I told you, there's nothing off limits. If it came through technology, I'm going to process it. I'm going to break it down. Now, eventually what we're going to start doing is I'm going to give y'all best of both worlds. I'm going to start talking about things that's going on. Anything that goes on here is going across this channel is open to be analyzed. But I'm going to start giving you the technology. Like right now, if you're on a voiceover phone, if you use Facebook, if you use any of those protocols, you could thank the very, very legendary, famous Black American woman, Marion Croak. Marion Croak. Voice over internet protocol. She came up with the patent. She came up with the team to get it together, whatever. There's a lot of technology the black folks here in America have made. Somebody calling. Damn it. I'll see y'all in a minute.
Is the RØDECaster Duo, a compact all-in-one audio studio perfect for podcasters, streamers and musicians. In the box there's the RØDECaster Duo device, a USB-C to USB-C cable, the charging adapter and a sleeping plug. It has a 5.5-inch touchscreen with haptic feedback for physical.
Oh yeah, this is a great story time today. I'm gonna have to throw away this shirt, man. This is from an old company. I just kept it because it was comfortable. But as I was interrupted, man, y'all just don't know. It's so damn nice out. 64 in Minnesota is incredible. My allergies was just fine until the heat came on today. 64 in Minnesota is incredible. It feels great. It's like that little cool breeze. Man, let me tell you something. I used to live for this, man. That's all I live for. It's a good eating, peace and quiet, man. It's a good weather. I'm a happy nigga. Men are not complex. Peace and damn quiet. Pocket full of money, some great weather, tank full of gas, bank account straight, good food. That's it. Literally. That's all men like. All men want. Stability, got yourself together, good weather, peace and quiet. Sit in the backyard, Little nice cup of 1800 or some red wine, man, please. You can't ask for more. There's absolutely no, the problems in the world, we like, yeah, we good. We good. Yeah, man. So, and don't mention you get a coffee. I don't even need no breakfast all the time. You get me a real good coffee with some cream, man, that's the world to me. Yeah, happy guy. And no drama, man, please. But anyway, now, getting back, okay, cause see, when you just want to do live streaming, you don't need a bunch of extra equipment because, yeah, you want good quality, so you want the Rodecaster Pro mic. The mic is only $100. They say it's comparable to the Shure SM57s that you see a lot of these podcasting guys have, like the Breakfast Club and all that. They got these mics, say like $500-600, maybe $1,000. Man, you could get the Rode mic, and Rode does have a real expensive mic, which I'm gonna get at some point. But man, you get the $100 mic and you be good as gold. I'm not a big USB person because I think USB sometimes, and I'd have to test it like the Yeti mic, sometimes, man, USB diminishes the quality because it's so damn digital. But that XLR, you know, people like the XLRs, they're old school. You know, you get you an XLR cable, plug right into the back of the Maonocaster or the RØDECaster Pro or the RØDECaster Duo. I still gotta send mine in. There's been other stuff that's been more important, so that's why I just got a little cheap ass $50 one on Amazon and said, well, I could do the same thing for what I do right now since I've been focusing more so on video. I'm still fine tuning and learning this video stuff. So a lot of the stuff now I do on the phone because, you know, my basement, I've been using that, you know, all the areas of the house are now occupied. So I don't really have a lot of space to do a lot of different things unless I move some of it in the garage, which I might do that. So until I get that stuff back or until I move, you know, I'm gonna do my real setup when I move. But now, think about it. Space now we're talking about. Let's talk about space. The RØDECaster Duo is about this big, a little smaller than that. The Maonocaster is literally about 3 inches wide. You know, it's about the size of the screen on your LCD screen in your car. Maybe a little smaller, to be quite honest. And it's $50. USB-C, plug it right into your laptop and you go to work. That's for streaming. But if you want the highest quality sound and you don't want to be dependent upon the laptop and the software, sometimes it's good to have a real piece of hardware, which I like to have. I like to mix it up. I like to have a hardware. My homie Titan was like, man, you need to get down with ODS. I dealt with that a little bit. I got to kind of figure out, first I got to get a better laptop. Shout out to Comcast with the DEI, the little DEI donation. They gave us a DEI donation back in the day, so shout out to them. Right around 2020, 2021, I think that was. They sent us a Comcast. We applied for some little grant. They had a little DEI grant. I said, yeah, let me get that. And, you know, it served its purpose for a while, but now doing video and doing heavy stuff, man, I'm probably just going to go ahead and get a Mac Mini or something. I was looking at a MacBook Pro, then I said, well, the video, maybe I just need to get a Mac, you know, maybe I need to get in that studio mode and get a Mac Mini, throw a monitor on there. But some of those you can't get slapped no RAM in there. They don't come maxed out. They hit you. They hit you with like a rack once you start adding on this extra stuff. So, you know, but it still might be cheaper than the laptop. And the Mac Minis have been proven to, you know, but that's video. So let's get back to the audio thing. All you need is the stuff that I'm going to put in this video, bro. And I think you should be good. I use Brother Chat to basically give me a long comparison, which you're going to receive that email in a minute. But, the next video we gonna do, I think we gonna talk more about the TCS thing, and there's a couple other videos. And I'm gonna do some videos today, man. It's nice. I'm not sitting up in the damn house. I'm sitting up in this car. We'll have my coffee. I might go ahead and get me some jerk chicken. I just might have to. I just might. So I'll be editing this Just a little quick edit. I'll add some things to it, and we might look at a couple of the different specs. I might steal a couple videos from some people too, so we'll see.